A summit that has rattled Europe, the president of its closest ally, the United States, on apparent cordial terms with the leader of a nation that many believe poses a clear and present security threat, Russia. Moscow's forceful seizure of Crimea was mentioned in their joint press conference, albeit briefly.
President Trump's stance on Crimea is well known, and he sticks to it. He speaks about illegal attaching of Crimea to the Russian Federation. We have a different point of view. We think that we held a referendum in strict compliance with the international legislation and the United Nations Charter. For us, for the Russian Federation, this question is closed.
There is relief in Kiev and Europe that President Trump did not back his Russian counterpart on Crimea. But the tone of the press conference has alarmed many American allies.
The extent to which he almost went out of his way to not only create some degree of false moral equivalence between EU and Russia and the West and Russia and the United States and Russia, I think that would have struck many. Insofar as this meeting has led anywhere, it's actually away from the Western agenda. It's away from things like trying to encourage Russia to withdraw from its annexation of Crimea.
For President Trump, this was a summit aimed at domestic consumption back home, says former US Ambassador to Russia, Thomas Pickering.
The rest of the world doesn't vote. And his voting public in the United States has stayed with him through this kind of behavior for now a year and 9 months.
The European Union hosted its own summit Monday with Latin American leaders, where there was clear frustration at the US president's approach to his allies.
The US president is seeking to provoke. He is looking to split the European Union. He is referring to us as foes. That is not the way we see it at all.
Despite the strong sentiments, Europe will try to ride out the Trump presidency, says Galeotti.
One of the perverse side effects, benefits of Trump's particular campaign is it may actually force Europe to get more serious, and rather than regarding itself as sheltering behind America, actually coming to the fore in terms of what kind of policy it wants to adopt.
The summit came on the eve of the anniversary of the 2014 downing of Flight MH17, which independent investigators say was shot down by a Russian missile. The fact that Russia has failed to adequately respond to that accusation, added to a growing list of other gross violations of international norms, means few other Western leaders are prepared to follow President Trump's lead in mending ties with Moscow. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.